Portland is a big city. Many inhabitants live out their lives in search of the American dream. What is the American dream? Is it centered around accumulating wealth? Is it about having a house, two cars, a white picket fence, and a dog? Is this real? Or some sort of hopeless romantic story? In our society, does the way we are brought up encourage us to be greedy? People want more and more stuff, while others have not enough to live. If we are not content with what we do have, will we be content with more? How can we be satisfied with fewer possessions? Living with simplicity offers us a more abundant life than materialism. There are countless of individuals with little to call their own. They have no place to hang their hat. They do what they can to get by. Should we care about the poor and the homeless in our society? Why does it matter? Some may say they have a religious calling toward a life of servitude. Others may say it's imperative as part of the human condition to care for each other. But it seems as though more and more people view this social issue nonchalantly. Who can blame them when, as a society, our lives are constantly becoming more hectic? We live in a world where time is money, and money does make the world go round. Our culture is obsessed with keeping up with the fashions and modern technologies that we are programmed to be penny pinchers, wanting all our money for ourselves and our selfish desires that will oftentimes overlook charitable giving or that stranger at the street corner. In the village chapter of Walden, Henry David Thoreau says, "I am convinced that if all men were to live as simply as I then did, thieving and robbery would be unknown. These take place only in communities where some have got more than is sufficient, while others have not enough." It's now mid-November. It gets colder out here every day. Sometimes waiting for the bus, 20, 30 minutes. But I consider myself lucky. There's a lot who just have nothing to do but wander the streets all day long. What is the meaning of life? Is it to collect a bunch of possessions? To take these items with us through life, to die with a mass multitude of possessions? That sounds rather bleak if you ask me. In Examined Life, Peter Singer offers us that the meaning of life is to give what we can, all that we can to the world, to make it a better place than when we came. And through that, we have to ask, what should we spend our money on? If not possessions and material goods, what can we do to provide for those in need, that need the basics of food and shelter and water, and maybe contributing. Think of how much good we could do and contribute more to those charitable organizations that do so much in the world. It's easy for us to get wrapped up in materialism when everything around us is telling us to buy, buy, buy. As a society, we're expected to get our family and friends a lot of items come birthdays and Christmas. And really that ignites the flame for our need to collect a lot of stuff and have all these lavish possessions. So really it starts at how we buy things for others. And some of you might be thinking, hey, don't start stepping on my Christmas. That's the happiest time of year when I can spend as much as I can because it's kind of expected. What we really need to start thinking about is, why do kids need the new video games and Xboxes and iPhones or whatever they have when we can take so much joy from the things more simple and are better for their intellect? And why not get a good book to read or a swing set or something that would provide activities instead of being glued to a screen all day long? We really need to take into account their health, really, for kids, and what we give them can affect their daily life and also affect how they see themselves in the world. There's so much to enjoy of life if we would just focus on the simple things and cast away the things that hinder us. Why do we need so much stuff anyways? I know of some people who own hundreds of DVDs. What's the point of watching a movie except to kill a few hours? I would much rather read a book or write in my journal. There's so much to enjoy that doesn't even need money. Nature and wildlife and exploring. We just really should focus on the things that can make us happy that aren't of a material nature. Just think of the legacy that we could leave behind for our children and our children's children if we take the stand and say that enough is enough. And as an American culture, we have more than is enough. There is so much beauty in the world, but when do we truly take the time to enjoy it? There is so much in life to enjoy, yet also there is so much that can stress us out. It all comes down to what we want in life. Take a moment to imagine with me the possibility of a peaceful and happier world. A place where we wouldn't have to worry about the kind of world our children will grow up in. It would be the kind of world in which the average person's agenda is to make life easier for their fellow human beings, not create poverty and violence. As it takes a village to raise a child, it will take a longing and devotion from committed individuals to make a difference in this world. Through cooperation and fellowship, we can begin to realize that change is possible. There is a strong need in today's world for community leaders, not a political campaign or a government official. We need to create organizations that bring an important sense of belongingness in our local communities, as well as a part of something bigger. Everyone needs something to fight for, and something to live for. Everyone needs to work together toward a better, healthy future.